Have you ever wanted to cut your hair at home and get soft, natural layers without spending hours in front of the mirror? Today, I will show you the easiest technique I have found. It's quick, simple, and it keeps the volume at the ends while still giving movement and shape. And the best part, I didn't have to go back and fix anything afterwards. Stay with me until the end, because I will also show you how this haircut looks not only straight, but curly too. This is how my hair looks right now, just before cutting. It's already quite long, and after my last haircut, I made the ends look straight. I don't want a big change, but I do want to refresh my haircut and trim the ends. Normally, cutting my own hair takes me at least an hour, but this time, a bit spontaneously, I decided to try what I think is the simplest method that should work, and we will see what happens. So this is kind of an experimental video, hopefully with a happy ending. I start with freshly washed damp hair. Using a very fine comb, I carefully brush everything forward upside down to make it super smooth and straight. This step is important because it helps the layers fall evenly after cutting. I also applied more stay-in conditioner than usual to make my hair more silky and heavy for easier cut. Once the hair is smooth, I trim the ends. I begin with the middle, then work around to match the rest of my hair to that first cut. I do the same on both sides. Then I go over it one more time just to even everything out. And that's actually all it takes to create soft layers that are visible, but without losing fullness at the bottom. This method is really fast, and it doesn't require constant checking and adjusting. It also makes cutting the back of my hair so much easier, especially that I'm always doing it by myself. Here is how the haircut looks while my hair is still wet. You can already see some layers showing through, and the ends look healthy and tidy. Even though I cut off a few centimeters, it actually looks just as long or even visually longer than before. The haircut turns out surprisingly well, and there is no need to correct anything. Next, it's time to trim my bangs. This time I make them a little shorter than before because I want to wear them straight. I start by cutting the front piece to the length I want. And then I trim the rest of the bangs to match. I always leave the sides of the bangs slightly longer so they frame the face nicely. Finally, I thin out the ends a little to make them look softer and more natural. It's a small change, but it gives the haircut a fresh look. The face framing pieces are still fine from my recent cut. If you would like to see how I did that, I will link the video in the description box below. To be honest, I feel super cute with this haircut. What do you think? And here is how my hair looks completely dry. You can see how the cut keeps the thickness at the ends, while still adding shape and movement. I also wanted to see the final look with curls. For that, I used an overnight curling headband. It's soft and comfortable to sleep in, and the next day I have soft, natural-looking curls without using any styling products. You can see how this simple haircut works beautifully with curly style too. The layers give definition while the volume stays full. This was such a quick and easy way to refresh a haircut at home, without complicated sectioning and endless fixing. Just comb, cut, and you are done. I think I will stick with this method for now to cut off the fine ends and keep my hair fresh while still holding on to the length. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like and subscribe for more simple haircut tips and DIY experiments. And let me know in the comments, would you try cutting your hair this way? See you in the next video, bye bye!